folks. This is Sherman, right? And I want to talk to you today about the value of man. I was doing a study just recently for a book that I'm writing, and in the book, I'm talking about the value of man and how it must have been and why it must have been that Satan hates man so much. Well, let's take a step back and maybe take a look at it. Before man became man on earth, Satan or Lucifer was God's prized angel. As a matter of fact, all of heaven, when they were glorifying God, all of that sound and all the music and everything else went through Lucifer, as he was called in those days. And it must have been a heady thing. As a matter of fact, it was so heady and it was so awe-inspiring that Lucifer got pretty boastful, and he all of a sudden said, hey, why is everybody praising God when they should be praising me because I'm so cool? Well, that arrogance got him kicked out of heaven, plus a third of all the angels. Well, can you imagine? The Bible doesn't record how long it was between the time that Satan got kicked out of heaven and man was brought on the scene, but we know it must have been a long time. And anger can get to be very, very divisive, and anger can get very destructive if it festers too long. Well, along comes Adam. And Adam was different. Why do we say Adam was different? Well, because in all creation, God had never created a being that was to represent himself on planet Earth. Now, God had thought about making angels, and he thought about making, animals, and he thought about making trees, and he thought about doing all those other things. But there was no other being that was created to be like God. Did you get that? There were animals, there were trees, there were rocks, there were all kinds of beautiful things that we see today, and we go, wow, these are wonderful things. But God had never created a being, as it says in Genesis, we are going to create a being that is in our likeness. And that is the difference between man and everything else that has been created on planet Earth or anywhere in the cosmos. God says, I'm going to create a being that is going to be like me, that is going to be the keeper over Earth, and I'm going to do so many great and fabulous things for him. And Satan must have looked at this and said, what? You're going to create him? And that's outdoing me? Satan isn't even like man. That's what is so remarkable. And not only that, and I'm going to try to squeeze this in, we're going to extend this out just a little bit longer. All of heaven and earth stood in awe as Adam was given the responsibility to name all the trees, the plants, the animals, and everything stopped as Father God looked down at at Adam as Adam was naming everything. Lucifer must have been going crazy, going, I can't believe this. This Adam, the first of his kind and the only of his kind, is doing something that I wasn't even doing, because Lucifer didn't make the music. The music went through Lucifer. Adam had the creative ability. He gave vision, he gave meaning, he gave identity to everything. And that is why man is so important. And that's why Satan is doing everything he can to destroy man. Because there's nothing else on this planet that is like us. That we represent God on earth. And as a result of that, we're pretty special. So, when people talk to you about, that you're only a man or you're only a woman or something like that, oh no. You are the divine image of the divine creator here on earth. This has been Sherman Ray for the Living Word Network. So much more to talk to you about. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.